Yo, yo, yo,
Yo, yo, yo.
Channel 6 podcast on a Monday night. Got my boy Zero Cool Isaac.
Let's go.
We gonna see if Tecmo CEO Mr. Harrison get on. We gonna see if Mr. Smith get on later. Y'all boys need to jump on if you can. Got something I want to talk to y'all about tonight.
Yeah. Get on it.
Tonight is tonight is game 5 of the NBA Finals. The Thunder and the Pacers it's tied up 2-2. A lot of people thought this was going to be a lopsided games. They thought the Thunder was going to sweep the Pacers, but it's looking like it's going to go 6-7 games. What you think? What you think going to happen tonight?
I need the Pacers to win this game. This is the must-win game for the Pacers. If they want to win the series, this is the one they gotta win. Because they let the last game go. That was in their hands. They should have won that game, but they gave it up. If they want to win this series, they gotta win this game. Because you gotta put the pressure on OKC to win 2 in a row. I think they can still. I think they've been playing really well this whole series. I don't think. I mean, outside of the second game, that's been like the only really big loss for either team. But I think they've been matching up pretty well with OKC throughout the series. And then they've been, bench been stepping up. Halliburton's been playing well. Siakam been playing well. And they've been keeping pace with SGA. So if they can continue to do that, if they like, to me, if they lose this game, I don't think they can win 2 in a row. What you got?
You're right, and I think Siakam need to just go ahead and just do what he did towards the end of the Eastern Conference Finals and just take over.
Yeah.
Take over the night. Take over the next game. Yeah, Halliburton ego might be hurt a little bit. He might not get the storybook ending he won with the MVP, like he thought he was gonna get the MVP of the Eastern Conference Finals, but it's about winning the championship.
Yep.
It's too close. They too close to let it slip away. Well, not even too close now because the series tied back 2-2. So now it's anybody's series again. But Siakam got to go ahead and take over the reins again. You can't do these kick out at 2.5s that they've been doing these past couple games where OKC has the lead the majority of the game. Then in the games that Indiana wins, they come back towards the end and pull one out at the end. That ain't gonna work. They need to, like I say, get a good lead, bust that scoreboard up, and get a blowout in one of these games.
Right.
Ain't been no blowout yet.
No, I mean, OKC had a good lead in the second game, and I mean, I think they won by double digits, if I remember correctly. But it was like a 10, 11 point game that they won. But yeah, I don't think neither team has run away with it like that. But like you said,
Yeah,
they
I
got
think neither team has run away.
Mm-hmm. And I see OKC already tooling with their lineup. Hartenstein starting tonight.
I ain't
This
even
is
see
first
that.
start this series. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out who he starting over. I don't know if somebody hurt or if they just going with somebody different tonight. I'm trying to figure out who they sitting down if he's starting. No, they ain't sitting down Chet.
Nah. I'm trying to see, but it ain't pulling up on me yet. But I think this finals ain't really like been hitting it for me though. Like I ain't really been intrigued to watch it either. Like I just catch like the last quarter or like the last highlights or the highlights.
It's the actual there's no drama in this series, but the gameplay has been entertaining.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure the league and these networks want that same gameplay wrapped up in a Golden State Boston package
Yeah.
or a Lakers Miami Heat package, but that just ain't happening, man. Just
This is what happens.
what's out there is what's out there.
This what happens when all these big market teams try to abuse and take these big name players from these small market teams and give up all this collateral and capital
Mm-hmm.
and end up blowing and they get egg in their face by the small market team build up like they're supposed to be built up.
Yep. Because you got to think, uh, SGA came from a big market.
Mm-hmm.
Alex Caruso came from a big market.
Yep.
And the thing about it, the Lakers could have had Alex Caruso, but they lowballed him.
Yeah.
Intentionally lowballed him because I think that was around the time that they brought in Carmelo and Russell Westbrook and all them. Just brought in names. None of those people didn't do nothing that season. They came in to take pictures and look fly,
Pretty much.
but didn't do nothing meaningful that season. All those young players they had is doing good at other places. Zubac, uh, Taylor Horton Tucker doing good in Chicago. Lonzo Ball, if he ever get healthy, he doing decent when he healthy. They just I don't know. They screw they long term they should have just developed those players instead of selling them all off
Big time.
for big names that wasn't gonna do shit.
Nope.
Did you I put it in the group chat. Did you see that top 50 disc record all time list?
Yeah, I saw that jive, man. Yeah.
It's first of all, number one is Joe. It belong on that list. Not like us, ain't even a top 10 disc record.
Yeah, I mean, that's you right, man. It's so many classics, bro. It's so many real classic disc records that's out there. But
And
the only reason they
then,
put Not Like Us number one is because it's the only one that was commercial enough to be played everywhere.
mm-hmm. Matter of fact, Euphoria is a harder disc record than Not Like Us, and they got Euphoria number 23. And he really go hard on that song than he do on Not Like Us. But the nerve of them, they got Piggy Bank at number 50. So that barely made the list. I just want to know who be writing these lists, man.
I don't know, bro. Cause I know this ain't like no poll. This is just like somebody's straight opinion. Can't be more than one person.
Yeah. And it's like, and it can't be somebody over the age of. For somebody to make Not Like Us number one this record, they got to be under the age of 35.
Yeah, I was about to say that. They can't be
under
no
the age of
35.
35.
You're right. I was about to say that too.
Drake Back to Back ain't a top 10 this song, but that's number 8.
Again, it's another song that was on the radio. It got play. Airwaves.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. They're gonna have to. That's gonna have to be. I don't know if we're gonna do 50 songs, but that got to be an episode. We gotta do at least
a top 10, 15.
Top 10, yeah, or something like that, 25 or something. And we'll probably have to bring some more people in for that one, because I believe we can do something better than this here.
Yeah, because this like I like Nail in a Coffin to be in my top 5. I thought Eminem went super hard on that one.
Nail in the Coffin, Eminem is dissing Ja Rule, right?
Benzino
on
too,
that, right? Yeah. And let me see. That T.I. 99 Problems, where he freestyling off of 99 Problems, this is Lil Flip.
That was a classic, bro.
What? And they got that on, man. Yeah. They got Stay Scheming. Hell, I didn't even know that was considered a diss record. I'm trying to figure out who the hell getting dissed on there. That must be some subliminal stuff there.
Bro. Like that Boogie Down production, The Bridge Is Over. That's one of my top. That's one of my tops.
Now see, that's about where it need to be. That is a top 10 diss record.
They got it what they got it at?
Number 5.
Oh, they did? Oh shoot. Oh, okay. Yeah. I was like, I ain't even see it over there. I was like, where is that?
Yeah, that's about where it need to be.
Yeah. But I wouldn't have it up there with Not Like Us. I think that go behind that.
Yeah, like I say, Not Like Us ain't even. Like I say, don't get me wrong, it's good, but it ain't no top 10. It might not even be top 20. But Kendrick Lamar probably didn't even take that song serious when he recorded it.
Probably not.
Now Euphoria, he probably Euphoria and Meet the Grams. Like I say, he went way harder on those 2 songs at Dre than he did Not Like Us.
Right.
And Meet the Grams, matter of fact, is number 31. But I think the person with the most songs on here is it's looking like Tupac.
Mm.
Tupac on this list a lot. Jay-Z is on this list a lot. Eminem's on this list a lot. He on this thing a lot.
Yeah.
Damn. LL Cool J got multiple songs. 50 Cent got multiple songs.
Yep. They ain't put wait. Where's 50 Cent's I Smell?
I don't see it on here. Let me keep looking. You know what? I don't see that on here.
I don't either. How that not on there?
Yeah, that's crazy. But he had so many songs, diss songs on the mixtapes. Like I don't see I'm
Is
screaming
Game on it?
murder. I don't believe you. I don't see that on there either.
Is Game 400 was it 400 miles of running?
300 bars of running.
Yeah.
I don't see that on here. I'm trying to find shit. I don't see no Game songs on here. That's crazy. I don't see 300 bars.
Cause that one was hard too.
I don't see 200 bars. I don't see. Yeah, they lacking on here.
Yeah, they went with, I think they went with commercial stuff too. Wait.
I don't see Who Shot You.
Dang.
Mm.
They ain't got I thought Ice-T dropped one a while back in the day.
He dissed LL Cool J
Yeah,
on
I'm your pusher, right? Oh, wait. I think that was, I don't remember.
but they got LL Cool J's reply to Ice-T on here to the break of dawn. But they don't got Ice-T's record on here.
Bro, like that's what I'm saying, man. I don't think they went back. I don't think they went in the crates, bro. They ain't going to crates, bro.
I don't even consider.
What about Shout It Low?
You talking about the song where I know the Done It All.
Yeah.
That ain't on here. T.I. What Up? What's Happening ain't on here.
You know what I'm saying? I was about to say that too.
Pastor Troy, No More Playing GA ain't
No more
on
playing.
here.
That should have been that's a top 10. That's a top 10er right there.
The song Y'all Don't Want None with Master P and Mystical, where they replying back to the Pastor Troy and Juvenile ain't on here.
See, that's what I'm saying, man. It's so many, dog. It's so many.
Matter of fact, the only cash money song on this list, period, is UNLV Drag 'Em in the River, where they dissing Mystical.
And then got BG's dissing when he was dissing Cash Money. When he dropped
talking
that,
about
when he dropped that album, what the name of that album? Well, I could picture
Life After
it.
Cash Money?
Yeah, Life After Cash Money.
Yeah, he hell that the intro, the main. Why
Yeah,
Mike be on here because he can tell you about that CD front to back. The intro to the song "Fuck You" is a damn Cash Money is a Cash Money diss.
yeah.
Damn, they yeah, that's a lot of And I'm gonna tell you one thing they did too. This how you know somebody made this list. It's probably from like the East Coast of New York
Mm-hmm.
because it's real East Coast heavy. Notice the songs that we saying is missing.
How to
We
Ride
done
by 50 Cent. Did we say that one?
no, we didn't.
That was another hot
That ain't on
fire.
here, but that ain't on here either. That ain't on here either. But a lot of the songs we done mentioned, they ain't on here. There's a lot of down south and west coast songs.
Yep. You right. You said Biggie not even on here, right?
Yeah. Who shot you ain't on here.
Kicking in the dough.
Mm-mm, yeah,
That
where
was
he dissing
another.
Raekwon and Nas. Yeah,
Yep.
that ain't on here. Yeah. Shark niggas from Ghostface and Raekwon where they dissing Biggie and Nas. That ain't on here. Mm-mm.
Is hold on, let me see. Yeah, there it is. Okay. Eminem still in there. Yep. Didn't Common have one too? Oh, is he in there?
Yeah, that's on here. It's number 12. The B in you where he dissing
Yeah.
Ice Cube and Mac 10 and all them. But actually dissing the whole West Coast because he dissing
Mm-hmm.
Cypress Hill and all them. That's all right, but I don't really they got that too high. That ain't no that shouldn't be number 12. It's all right, but it don't need to be number 12.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. It's so many jobs, so many songs that could have been on that list.
Like Future and Metro and Kendrick like that. I mean, you can consider that a diss record, but really the only person on there dissing is Kendrick. Future verse ain't really dissing nobody.
Yeah. I mean, you could say Luda and T.I., but they was on the same track.
Yeah, to my stomp.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, cause Luda ate him up. I don't care what y'all say. Luda ate him up.
Yeah, ate them up so bad they had to take Ti verse off when the CD hit the stores. They had to take Ti verse off the record so Ti wouldn't be embarrassed. We ain't
Exactly.
find out till a couple months later that Ti was even on the song. They had to replace it, put game on the song.
Yep.
They ain't got they ain't got none of them Joe Budden diss records when he was dissing the game.
Yeah. Didn't Cassidy go off on somebody too?
Cassidy, I want to say him and most of his diss records was against other battle rappers. Like he made a diss record against Cicero,
Okay.
that battle rapper out of Philly. Um, he made a diss record against Papoose. I don't think he really had no really big diss, but none of Lloyd Banks disses is on there.
Mm-mm.
And it was some of them songs he ate the game up on.
Was Master Ace on this list?
I thought I saw him on here. Let me run through it again.
Master Ace Acknowledge, I think it was called.
Yeah, I could have swore that was on here. But even if that ain't, he done been on that song. Done been on other lists. It just ain't on this one.
Yeah.
I think the Source Magazine, and either BET or MTV had that song on one of their lists. I be listening that Master Ace Born to Roll. I be listening to that on my doggone workout list in the morning. It's this list is too East Coast heavy.
Yeah.
Way too East Coast heavy. And that's always been the problem when they do these lists. Top greatest rappers of all time, greatest songs of all time, greatest groups of all time, and all of that. It's like it'll be like greatest groups of all time. It might be like 10 groups. It'll be six from New York, 3 from California, and then they'll throw Outkast on there. Just cause just to have something from the South.
Yeah. Man. That's crazy.
Lost Ones, I ain't even know that was a diss record.
Shoot, they ain't got nothing from Gucci and Jeezy.
Yeah, they got Gucci. They got Gucci Mane The Truth on here, but they ain't got Gucci Mane versus Jeezy. They ain't got no Jeezy records on here. None of them freestyles or nothing. They ain't got Streets on Lock by Jeezy on here.
Yep.
Yeah, they ain't got Clips, Mr. Me Too. Let me run through it again just to make sure. Nah, they ain't got. Yeah, I don't see that on here. Yeah, the only Clip song period is that Pusha T song where he dissing Drake, story Adion, where he bring out that Drake was hiding the sun.
Oh, what about? Oh my God, Chameleon now. When he went at Mike Jones.
Ooh, that ain't yeah, but that ain't on here. Sure ain't. None of them Slim Thug freestyles is on here.
That's what I'm saying.
That,
Like you said, ain't nothing on the South.
From that Boss freestyle mixtape from like
Nothing from the South.
2002.
Nothing from the South. It's like you said, like it's so many, dog. It's so many. Like I need to know how they like they need to do like a I would rather have them do like a bracket and just go through that way and it just go in the middle.
You know, I want to say Complex did that like 2-3 years ago. They had a bracket, but they did the fan voting. They didn't do it for the disc records. I want to say they did it for greatest groups. Now I want to say Outkast won, but I don't think they liked that Outkast won, and they ain't done it like that no more.
Oh boy.
I think they wanted either like Wu-Tang or Mobb Deep.
Yeah.
Or somebody like that to win, but I think Outkast ended up winning, and they ain't do the fan voting no more like that.
Shoot, and speaking of all that East and West Coast beefing they had dissing each other back in the days.
Yeah, I don't see Dog Pound, New York, New York. I don't see that.
Yeah, man, that's
Where
so
Snoop
many.
Dogg was kicking them skyscrapers over.
So many.
I
And I
don't
need to
see
know what the context of this too is. Like, what did they go off of? Did they go off of media play, lyrics, rebuttal? Like, I need to know what was the standard they was going off of these things.
They didn't even put no type of context. Like the list just dropped. Like when I posted this in the chat Sunday morning, they just dropped it out of nowhere probably earlier that morning, like 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning, like boom. It was on the timeline on Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
They just dropped it. Like they didn't know context. They didn't say what writers from Complex submitted the list or nothing. Complex just posted it.
Bruh. And then what didn't Twister go at somebody too?
Boom.
Yeah, Bone, right? They went at each other because of the style or whatever.
Yeah, Crook County, that was the name of the song.
And then Buster too. Buster went at somebody.
Ja Rule.
Was it Ja?
That was on Hail Mary with G Unit.
Man.
That song ain't on the list.
Bro, we just gave them a number of tracks. A number of tracks that they need to go ahead and redo that list. Or call us and be like, look, this is what we got. Listen to this. Mm-hmm. We just gave a plethora of top 50 songs that probably wasn't even on this list. Literally. Bruh.
Tell you. You know what? The name of the song I'm talking about ain't even, now that I think about it, the song that I'm talking about ain't even from Life After Cash Money. It's from the BG album Living Legend. The album that came out the year before Life After Cash Money.
Okay.
That song FU where he dissing Cash Money. But like I say, the only reason I know about that album is I didn't buy it. I remember Mike buying that CD and playing and wearing that motherfucker out.
I did that.
That's how I know about the album.
Yeah, I did that with Life After Cash Money for sure. And then that's not even including, if you really want to go back, like to the old battle raps, like, you know, diss tracks they had back in the days when they was like, when they were just going back and forth.
Yeah, like Juice Crew and BDP.
Yeah. You know, when they was out there putting tapes.
Man, that remind me. And when let me get that joker on.
Who that?
Now gonna Charlie come on. He gonna talk about that shit too, boy. I remember we was making them tapes back and forth, talking about them damn Glenville versus Reedsville tapes. That was some funny ass shit.
Talking about the early 2000s.
Boy.
Jesus Christ.
That was some funny ass shit. That was some funny shit.
Oh man.
That was some funny shit. That was some funny shit. I wish I had one. I wish I had one CD. Just one. And these CDs and tapes going around. First it started out as tapes. But once it hit around 99, 2000, and everybody started getting computers and laptops,
and
started getting blank CDs,
burning the
it was
hell
a
out.
wrap then. But boy, that was some funny shit. That was some funny shit.
I remember in AIT, I had, back in the days, we had the little flip books or CDs and stuff, right? Like I remember the back end, like the last 5 or 6 pages on the back end of my book was like people like Dexter and Tory and all these jokers that was giving out discs, CDs and stuff. Just I like these are my local folks.
Boy.
Man.
Them jokers was supposed to do I don't know what happened. They were supposed to do they put out flyers and everything, but I don't know what happened. They were supposed to do like a 25th anniversary concert. I don't know what happened. It's supposed to be like Stephen Cummins and Dexter and
They still
Quentin
rapping?
Johnson. Nah, well, not full time.
Oh,
But they were just gonna get together for one night and just do a bunch of songs. You pull up Dexter on Facebook or Instagram, he doing like TikTok and skits and stuff.
oh yeah.
Yeah, Dexter playing some racially insensitive Hispanic character. He walking around with a poncho on and a sombrero.
Oh man.
Speaking in a Spanish accent.
That's
I'm
funny.
gonna send one. I'm gonna send one in the group chat. He got a skit where he actually in Mexico. Where he actually in Mexico with the poncho on and the sombrero and doing something and got the Mexican people dancing with him or doing some dance or some shit with him. Like, first of all, how the fuck you even got to Mexico? You barely leave Glenville as it is, but yeah. I don't know, yeah. But yeah, that's supposed to be his little thing that's gonna take him whatever.
If it's working, it's working, I guess. Oh,
but yeah, he be doing like stand-up comedy and shit.
Dang.
Like, he done shows in Atlanta and like I don't know where all he done went, but I know he done been in Atlanta and he done shows in Charleston. And I think he got booked for a show in like Memphis or Nashville or something. But yeah, he call himself trying to be a comedian slash skit person or whatever.
Hey. If it's working for him, I'm happy.
Hey, I ain't got the energy.
What they say, if you like it, I love it.
I ain't got the energy.
Oh man.
I got the energy for what we're doing right now.
Yeah.
But them skits and shit, oh no.
That's too much work there, man.
Oh,
that's too much work. And then like you doing it out there in public too? Nah, I'm good. I'm good.
My son tried to get me to do one with him. I'm like, no.
Dang,
no, thank
bro. Man, wish the mic was on because I want to do that. I want to do that Noriega thing he be doing with on Drink Champs.
Well, quick time with slime.
Yeah, where he be giving you them 2 people. You be like, pick who you got. Right. That just be having me laughing sometimes.
Yeah, that's his show done kind of fell off a little bit. I don't know what.
Yeah, man. I think once once you get too big, you start doing too much.
That Kanye shit got him in trouble a little bit too. I think that hurt him a little bit too.
Yeah, because he ended up taking it down and apologizing, right?
Yeah. And he lost some of his sponsors too.
Mhm. Didn't they say that man went to the Diddy trial?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That Joker just be doing stuff, man.
Yeah. Man, I think he could have beat it, dog.
Won't be long.
It's crazy. I watched this video, and I'm scared. I'm ashamed to say I watched this video because I try to run from his content. I watched Judge Joe Brown video,
Mm.
and then I listened to Judge Mathis podcast, and both of them pretty much the way they described it. Judge Joe Brown said the way he described it. He said, "Did it probably gonna get off altogether?" No, that's not what he said. That's what Judge Mathis. Judge O'Malley said he ain't gonna do more than 5 years. 3 years, probably 3. He gonna get 5 years, do 3. 2 of them gonna be time served.
Mm-hmm.
Judge Mathis say he gonna probably get time served and go home after the trial.
But shoot, he ain't even been locked up a year, has it?
September, I think. No, August. August or September make a year.
Really?
That he turned himself in.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. He federal custody since September. Golly. I thought it was more recent than that.
Hmm.
Yeah, though. I don't know, man. Like that Joker there. Something else.
So what you think about what's been going on in Los Angeles?
Talking about the riots.
The something like a riot.
Man, I've only caught little bits and pieces of it online, bro, because I don't be trying to be all up on that thing, man. I don't know, man. Like my thing is, why we gotta do all the looting?
They looting?
That's what I read.
Man, I ain't seen nothing about no looting, dog. I seen some vandalizing stuff, but I ain't seen no looting. Like they. This is the thing, right? The pictures they've been showing, from what they've been showing on the news, and then when you actually look stuff up, they saying a lot of this stuff been getting overblown. Like they keep showing that one image of that guy with the Mexican flag standing on top of that burning car. That was a self-driving Uber that he was standing on top of. That he was standing on top of. And the 700 National Guard people.
Mm-hmm.
Realistically, what 700 people gonna do? Troop people gonna do with that? With what 3 million people in Los Angeles? Ain't that the population? Or 2.5, 3 million?
Mm-hmm.
And they showed this one picture of all the troops laid down sleeping. I tried to break it down to people on Instagram. Why they got them people sleeping like that? I like, y'all chill out. First of all, those people you see laying down on the floor, they going home tonight.
Yep.
That's why they sleep on the floor. They're not dragging a bunch of tents and cots and stuff with them. They're going home. They're more than likely working on the shift. When they get relieved, they're getting back in their Humvees and they going back to their unit. They're gonna park all that stuff and they're going home. They're going and they're gonna be in their beds at the end of the night.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not what it looks like.
But then I saw a clip where there's one chick with her uniform and started, protesting with them and started talking on the microphone. Only to find out she wasn't even active duty. She was already out the military.
Mm-hmm.
I said, come on, man.
Yeah.
Come on.
Just out there.
Just out there talking about and acting like she was still active duty. Like, I don't know, man. Like to me, it's crazy because like I understand it, and at the same time, I ain't for it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I don't know how to take it because I've always been one to be like, you could do that. You can protest all you want to. I don't care. That's your right. That's what we do. We have the right to do what to free speech and to make our voices heard or whatever. I'm cool with it. Whatever. It is what it is.
Do it in a peaceful way.
Exactly. Because my thing, when you start, then like when old buddy, he want to send the Marines out there, the National Guard out there. I'm like, you put them in the predicament to where, it's almost kind of like a civil war in a way. You know what I'm saying? Because I understand that we're supposed to protect and serve our country against all enemies, foreign and domestic, right? Because that's what they tell us, foreign and domestic. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, like, I don't, that they put in a place where like you find your own.
Yeah. It'll end up being like that situation where those National Guard troops went to Kent State University back in the 70s when those students was protesting, I think, Vietnam.
Mm-hmm.
And they got a little too crazy. And some of those National Guard troops ended up shooting one of those students out there, 2 or 3 of them.
Yep.
And those National Guard students, some of them was college kids themselves.
Yeah.
The kids, college age and college kids themselves. I mean, you don't want to be in a situation you sign up for the army. Hopefully, you don't have to kill anybody, but you damn sure don't want to shoot somebody, an American,
Right. You know
and
what I'm saying?
another American.
Exactly. And then
Or at
only
least
that,
a person on American soil, even if they ain't American. You don't want to shoot nobody on American soil.
right? I mean, pretty much killing. You're still killing your own. And then it also goes what the rules of engagements are. What that look like.
Mm-hmm.
Because unlike the police, they can do that as if they feel threatened or they actually get shot. But for us, it's more to it. It's more. It's more little caveats and stuff that you got to follow, because even if they is shooting at you, you still got to be like, we still can't shoot back.
Yeah, it got to be proportional force.
Right. I mean, just because you threw a rock at me don't mean I can
they
shoot
raise
you.
their voice at them.
You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. I've never been a fan of a National Guard anyway, though, or like the reserves. I've never been a fan of that. I've always been one. If you're gonna do it, go ahead and do it all the way.
Yeah. I'm only a fan of it if you're already being active and you're trying to burn off. You trying to get your 20.
Yeah. Then I can do that. I could dig that. You know what I'm saying? Because at least you got some kind of experience, probably. Because I used to hate when them jokers used to come overseas and they ain't know not a goddamn thing.
Mm-hmm. Because that was the dilemma I'm having with my son. He keeps saying he don't want to do if he go in the military. I don't want him to go at all. But he said he don't want to do active duty. He want to go to a military academy or a warrant officer school or whatever. But these all these schools around here, they'll let you go for free. But you got to give them that national. But you got to sign up for the National Guard. None of them. There was like one in Florida that we looked at that will let you do active duty, but it was like one. But you got to have a certain GT score to get in. But all the ones in Georgia, they don't care what your GT score is. You just got to get in, and you just got to get in. And like I say, you just got to sign up for the National Guard. And they'll let you go for free. But I like, man, you don't want to do no National Guard, man.
I mean, because you know, they the first ones to go. They'll send them out before, like we know that. Like they'll send them out before they send us or active duty folk out there.
Yep.
I always say they was the crash dummies. You go out there and do what you see what's out there, and when we see what that look like, then we send the real people behind you.
Yep. And like I told them, I was like, you don't want to be like the battalion here in Glenville. I want to say that's like I want to say that's a signal battalion.
Really?
That National Guard unit in Glenville. It's either signal or chemical. One or the other. I like, Marcus, you don't want to be, let's say you don't leave Georgia. You don't want to like move to Atlanta and then you all of a sudden get called up for a drill. Now you got to jump up and drive all the way back to Glenville. Or let's say your unit is somewhere past Glenville. Let's say your unit is all the way in Brunswick or Nahunta or somewhere like that. You don't want to have to deal with all that type of foolishness. You don't want to have to deal with all that, man.
Exactly. Also, just a note, first quarter has ended 32-22, OKC up 10. And another news, your boy Goldberg just returned to Raw, confronted Gunther.
I feel like it's some funny business going on with that. Whoever win that match, getting cashed in on.
I can see that because I was reading that this is supposed to be Goldberg's retirement match.
It would be so hilarious if boom, Goldberg beat Gunther, and here comes Seth with the briefcase, cash in on him, or Goldberg beat Gunther, Seth challenges him head up for another pay-per-view a month ahead of time, and still beats him. But Seth Rollins beating whoever wins that match. They getting this. Gunther's not holding that title long.
Nah.
And speaking of that, have you seen how Rikishi been going off lately?
Yeah, man. Talking about 51 days. Talking about 51 days. Yeah, I saw that, man.
And that's which is crazy because Rikishi going off talking about Triple H wouldn't have done that, WWE wouldn't have done that to Randy Orton and John Cena. That's a lie. Randy Orton's first title run was 20 days.
Yep.
When he beat Chris Benoit, I gotta censor that name so the video don't get took down. Triple H beat him 2 weeks later.
Yeah, because that's when they turn on him, right?
Yeah. out of because it was some stats they brought up. Out of all the John Cena title reigns, about 10 of them he held the title less than 6 months. Because the majority of the time he had a title, he was swapping it back and forth between Randy Orton and Edge. It was flip flopping between Randy Orton, John Cena, and Edge for about a span of like 4 or 5 years.
Yeah,
you were just going back and forth between all three of them. So nobody was holding the belt long. But yeah, he going off, but he need to chill with that. He gonna mess around and get his sons screwed over.
And I think the only good point he made in his whole conversation was that when Jey Uso won, he had the whole crowd. Yeah, that's it. But Jey Uso,
and highest merch seller.
Yeah, but outside of that, Jey Uso not really a good. He not really a good wrestler.
Yeah, man.
And if you look lately, he look like he been putting on weight.
Yeah, that's why he been wrestling with the shirt on. That's exactly why he been keeping that shirt on. Because he was cut for a little while, and then same reason with his brother Jimmy. He that started wrestling with that like basketball jersey.
Yep.
They've been wearing. They've been putting on weight because them Samoans, they not really shredded like that. They built thick.
Yep.
Pause. They're not really built muscular. They built like swole. But yeah. But I think right now the highest merch seller outside of right now, R-Truth got the highest selling shirts.
I thought they took his shirt down.
They put it right back up when he got rehired.
The Truth Cena or the Truth, whatever it was.
They put the John Cena R-Truth shirt back up, and then they put a Ron Killen shirt up. Those two shirts are the highest selling shirt right now. And then the Yeet shirts is right behind it.
What you think about him going against Cena already?
They got to get it on out the way so they can get John Cena, the John Cena CM Punk feud as the main focus. And but plus, I think
so we already know that Cody Rhodes is going to be the one to take the title from him.
Somebody from John Cena.
Yeah,
that probably going to be like towards the end of the year, though, right?
Yeah, it'll probably be at WrestleMania or something.
You know what though? I don't even think CM Punk going against Cena United Champions.
Because it's in Saudi Arabia.
Yep. Even though they're advertising it, I think it's gonna be they're gonna use an injury angle to get CM Punk out of United Champions, and they're gonna push the match to SummerSlam.
That makes better sense to me. I think you should have just I was listening to Jim Cornette the other day, right? He was talking about the whole R-Truth thing. To me, it makes sense, right? Right now you build him back up as Ron Killings, right? You build him up because he came back, he ditched the whole stupid R-Truth character. Now he the real deal, right? Let him win some matches, let him do what he's doing now, interfering with John Cena, making him lose or whatever, being a thorn in the side or whatever. And then, so now the champions, you build that matchup. You know what I'm saying? Either he win by disqualification or he lose. And then, you go towards the CM Punk and then Cody Rhodes. Because ain't no way in the world that I don't think nobody believe he going to beat John Cena in the match. He just lost to him.
And plus, like they keep saying, he's 53 years old. They would give R-Truth. It'd be more believable. They would give R-Truth a run with the heavyweight championship before they give him a run with the world title. Especially since they finna more than likely give Goldberg a run with the heavyweight championship, and Goldberg is 60 or damn near. So yeah. But he has the momentum to win a world championship. It happens to be at the time when John Cena's the WWE champion.
Yep.
And the other championship is about to get taken by the Money in the Bank briefcase holder. But yeah, I hope they go all the way, and it kind of helps that he has Road Dogg in his corner, one of the producers and writers of SmackDown. Is Road Dogg. Road Dogg was with Ron Killings in TNA. So he has that on his side. Road Dogg was in the writers' room, surprisingly, with Vince Russo when it was decided that Ron Killings was gonna beat Ken Shamrock for that NWA championship in TNA. So it might work out for the best. That's the only reason I give Vince Russo a little bit of bail every once in a while, because he's the one that gave Booker T the WCW championship, and he's the one that gave R-Truth both of those NWA titles in TNA. He was he just happened to be the one booking and writing. As much other messed up stuff he done, he did those two decent things. But if he does win the championship, though, it probably won't be long. He'll probably have a Jey Uso type run. It'll probably be 2.5 months.
Yeah. I don't see that long term.
But hell, if he get that, looking at where he was at, if he get that, that'll still be crazy.
Is he a Hall of Famer?
Yeah. He was a Hall of Famer. Even if he didn't get brought back, he would have been a Hall of Famer just because of his longevity and him being the team player that he was. He always had the crowd on the side. So yeah, he would have been a Hall of Famer. It's just that his best matches, all his classic, his classic matches. He don't have a classic match in WWE. All his classic matches is in TNA.
Yeah,
that's the only thing about it. Like the match against Ken Shamrock when he and really not even the championship match when he actually beat Ken Shamrock. The first match he had when Shamrock beat him the first time, that match was actually better than the one when Truth actually beat him. The one he had against AJ Styles in TNA. So he had a lot of good matches in TNA. He really ain't have no standout matches like that in WWE because he ain't get a chance to.
Right.
Like he had the one, The Rock, The Miz, him and The Miz against The Rock and John Cena.
Yeah.
That's about it. But that was really showcase match. That wasn't really a worker type match.
Right.
But yeah, he Hall of Famer.
I don't know. I don't know, man. It's hard for me to say. I don't know. I mean, like you said, he's got a lot because he been there since the Attitude Era. I think he the only one left from the Attitude Era.
Yeah, he
The
was
only one left
there.
from the Attitude Era.
He showed up in '99, got let go in 2001, came back in 2007.
And my thing is like you said, like even that whole time, like I don't remember. I can't tell you a good. I mean, yeah, he had a good run as the Awesome Truth. I think they were tag champs. And yeah, he was funny. The whole little Jimmy thing was good. But outside of that, I'm like, man, I don't know what else. The 24/7 champ, that was a joke.
Yeah, that was But you know what? That's one of the few things I can remember from the COVID era, from that Thunderdome.
Yeah,
Outside
24/7
of the bloodline stuff was the bloodline, those 24/7 segments,
Mm-hmm.
the Hurt Business, and Drew McIntyre, and that little faction Mustafa Ali got. Hey, that's all I can really remember.
Yeah.
That's a person I don't know what. When he got hurt, I don't see how Ali didn't become a champion, dog. Everything he doing in TNA right now, man, that was a fumble.
Yeah, I liked him.
Yeah, you seen him in TNA lately?
I thought he was AEW. I didn't know he was in TNA.
Nah. He didn't go to AEW. He and the character he doing in TNA is the character he tried to do in WWE, but he almost done it. He done it for a couple weeks.
Because he was a hacker, right?
He got to do the hacker. That's how he launched that faction. But he left. Excuse me. Right before he got let go, remember he was wearing a suit.
Yeah. Because he had the hair.
That's what he's doing in TNA now, basically, and he's a heel. Pretty much his character in TNA, he's a MAGA character in TNA. He's a Arab. He's an Arab MAGA character.
Oh my goodness!
Like he come out with the red tie and the blue suit and the Secret Service agents, but at the same time, he'll have the Muslim people come out at the same time too, like Muhammad Hassan and all that. But he got like the best character besides Joe Hendry. He got like the best character on the show.
Dang.
And he done been champion. Yeah, he done been champion already because Dolph Ziggler beat him for the belt. But I hope he get it back. But he's like the best character on that show.
Dang.
Besides Joe Hendry, but yeah. But they fumbled him.
Yeah, I think so.
But I think that's what happened with him. He got hurt. But that was before COVID though. Yeah,
No,
that's
that's right. Yeah, he got hurt like right before Kofi, because Kofi took his spot.
yeah. He busted his eye up. It was his orbital bone. He got hurt in like a ladder match or something.
Mm-hmm.
And Kofi took his spot, and he never got it. And he never got it all the way back.
No, because that's when Kofi Mania happened.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, man, that's somebody they need to get back.
Yeah. I saw they were trying to get that black tag team from AEW.
Private Party.
Yeah, Private Party.
If they too similar to the Street Profits.
That's what I was saying when I saw them. I was like, I don't know how that'll work.
They'd have to change. They'd have to go through a whole character change if you get them. They way too similar to the Street Profits.
Yeah.
And then when they did the character change in AEW for a little while, they character change turned them into the Black Hardy Boys. So they gotta find a third character change. Besides that, that's not gonna work.
Mm.
You can't have a third black cocky flamboyant tag team in the company. You already got Street Profits, you already got the New Day, a villain New Day team. Yeah, that ain't work.
Mm. And then I saw your boy Matt Riddle he got on OnlyFans.
Oh God. Well, he is dating a porn star, so
I mean, is he? I don't know.
Yeah. So I mean, you never know.
Man, I really wish they would bring Enzo back. That's what I want them to bring back.
Yeah, because he was never charged with anything.
No.
And then it turned out that the girl was lying. So the only thing stopping them from bringing it back was nobody in the locker room liked him. If it wasn't that, he probably would be back.
And then he did all them darn shoot interviews.
Mm-hmm. And then when you because of course you know these guys playing characters on TV.
Mm-hmm.
That Joker is so chill when you meet him in person, because when TNA did that show in Vidalia, and him and Big Cass came down, because that was Big Cass first match when he came out of like rehab or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we knew he was coming, but I guess the people watching on TV didn't know, or watching that pay-per-view didn't know he was coming, because you know it was a surprise for the people watching. But we seen him get out the van and all that, so we knew he was there. But I don't see what the problem was. I guess he had different around them other wrestlers, but you know everybody was saying he was a shitbag in the locker room and all that. So
yeah. And then he dropped the ball with what's her name? Liv.
yeah, man. Oh, Liv Morgan used to dress like that dude and everything. That's how you know, he had a dog. He had her dressing like him and everything.
Dropped the ball.
When your woman copying your swag, she down with you for real.
Mm-hmm. Big Cass dropped the ball.
Yeah. I believe WWE would bring him back though. They just wouldn't bring. But I believe he trying to probably bring Enzo back with him, But I believe WWE would probably bring Big Cass back by
He
himself.
would he would have to have a manager though,
Yeah.
because he still can't talk.
Got that heavy tongue.
Yeah.
That New York, that New York accent and that heavy tongue, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, they bring him back. But you seen did you ever watch any of those LFG episodes?
Nah, man, because I don't know what it's on.
It was on A&E.
Oh no, I ain't watched it. I
Yeah,
wanted to though.
yeah, it's over with now. Some of them guys starting to show up. Because I gonna ask you, did you see any of EJ Holyfield's matches?
Nah, how you do?
Yeah, yeah, this gonna be his lane since the football and the boxing didn't work out. This probably this it right here.
This is last run.
I think the only thing they was complaining about on the show, they didn't like the fact that he was. I think one episode they didn't like the fact that he was wrestling in jewelry, which is cap because plenty of wrestlers wrestle in jewelry. And then I think it was another episode where Undertaker was complaining that he was wrestling in sneakers, which is cap because a lot of wrestlers wrestle in sneakers.
I was about to say that all the bloodline
Yeah,
members got sneakers.
yeah, they was nitpicking
Yeah.
because it was one episode where one of them girls was wrestling in like some small trunks, and the girl like real thick. But the woman that was complaining was Mickey James, mind you. And she was like, "You really need to change your outfit because as good as you are, all the attention is going to be on your body. All the people in the stands are just going to be paying attention to your ass." I like, really, like they used to do you.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, he can go. I
But
don't
I heard
know.
she got let go, right? Because Undertaker wife.
Yeah, she got let go from from that show.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they replaced her. Yeah, and but she came back at the end of at the end at the end of the last like one or two episodes. Then they had to have all the judges back to announce the winner,
Mm.
and I think they put Eric Bischoff and Paul Heyman. I think.
So is LFG better than Battleground? I used to like that show.
You mean Tough Enough?
No, Battleground. I think it was Battleground. It was like the
Battleground
same.
is a pay-per-view. That's the NXT pay-per-view that they just had last month. Matter of fact.
What was that name of that show then? It was not Tough Enough. It was another one. Because remember, it had the little Cajun guy who was
That
from
was Tough Enough.
Louisiana.
ZZ.
No, I thought it was
His name was ZZ, right? The little Cajun dude, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was Tough Enough. Because Mandy Rose was on that show. Was on that show too.
Bro, tell me it was called something. It had a BG in there or something. Because I think the logo was like a BG.
Breaking Ground.
Is that what it was?
You probably talking about Breaking Ground.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, that's the one.
Which was basically another Tough Enough.
Yeah.
Because Bailey was on that. Because Bailey was on that show. I think.
Yup, she was.
Now I want to say it was like a one-legged dude in the first episodes when they was doing the combine and all that. but
Yeah,
he didn't make it through.
Paulo Cruz was on it. I think Enzo and what's name was on it too.
Yeah. You talking about breaking ground.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, but the Cajun dude, he was on Tough Enough.
You
The
probably
Tough
right.
Enough that came on the Tough Enough that came on USA like in like 2016 or 17 that had Mandy Rose and Velveteen Dream before he became Velveteen Dream and
Yeah,
all that.
yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right. Yeah, they need to bring that back. I like it. So is that what LFG is Tough Enough /
Yeah,
Battleground?
yeah. Only thing LFG didn't show was probably them in their free time like Tough Enough did. Like how Tough Enough you should show them in their free time.
Yeah.
That's the only difference. LFG just showed them going through all the drills and the training and getting judged and all that. It just showed the training and the going through the motions and stuff, and you get more matches too.
Yeah.
But yeah, and the thing about that, you can tell everybody on that show, what nobody on that show like a person that came from like a independent was like an independent wrestler. Everybody on there was either a former NFL player or something like that, or like or somebody that was part of their NIL program.
Mm-hmm. Hey, how long you think before they sign Brock Lesnar daughter?
Ooh, that's ugly girl. Uh, uh, mm.
Hey, get you a couple of drinks in you. She'll be all right.
Man, I can't do it all.
She'll fold your ass up, dog.
I can't do it all.
I know who can.
Boy, he'll take it down, boy. Take it all through it. I can't do it though.
Oh man.
I can't do it. I cannot. They probably I would say you would have think by now though she'd already have an NIL. Cause they just had, I don't know if you seen that big NIL announcement where they brought out Scott Steiner's son, Titus O'Neil son, and Mark Henry's son in that little press conference or whatever.
No, but I did see they had got somebody else though, like I don't know if it was an Olympian or somebody. I forgot who it was.
White girl.
No, it was a dude. I can't remember. But I did know about Scott Steiner's son. I didn't know about Titus O'Neil and what's his face?
Yeah. Mark Henry, his son wrestled for Oklahoma. And Titus O'Neil's son played for let me Google it. I want to say UCF. Play football for UCF.
Is he still with the company?
Yeah. I want to say they can't fire him because that whole little thing that happened a couple years back when
When he grabbed Vince.
yeah, I believe something that happened. Like, hey, so he don't sue us. We just gonna give him a job for life because that messed up, Like, damn, bro. I can't touch you. I can't touch your arm.
Man, OKC running away with it now, dog.
Yeah, he played for UCF.
Yeah, man. OKC up 15 with a minute left to play in the half.
And that's what we was talking about earlier. Somebody gonna have to run away with one of these games.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I really want the Pacers to win this series, though. I want the Pacers to win this series.
Me too, man. Me too.
There's this thing going on. AAA had a pay-per-view last night.
Oh yeah, I saw the Garza twins or the Garza boys won the AAA tag title.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Alberto Del Rio was in the main event against Vikingo. Vikingo got booed out of the building. Alberto Del Rio got cheered. He's still the number one hero of the company in AAA, but at the same time, WWE don't want him as the number one person in the company. That's why they took the belt off of Del Rio and put it on Vikingo. So when they bring the AAA champion to WWE television, they don't have to put Del Rio. They got a problem because the fans don't want Vikingo, but they won't fire Alberto Del Rio because as soon as they fire him, CMLL, the other company in Mexico, is going to sign him, and AEW going to sign him. So you don't want them, but you don't want nobody else to have them.
Dang.
But you don't want to put them on TV either. But you don't want to put them on your American television. So they better figure out something soon.
And then I saw that they're going to start bringing that, like you said, the AAA titles up to like Raw and SmackDown so they can get more exposure.
Yeah, they're gonna bring Mr. Iguana up too.
Yeah, I keep hearing they're gonna sign him, bro.
Yeah, he the biggest star out of all of them. and that's what's.
You know who he remind me of? What's the dude from AEW with the black mask with the black paint?
Luchasaurus?
No. He's like a skinny white dude. He be doing like the weird hand things. Like he got people. Like he got magic. He be like, Danhausen. There you go. That's who put me in the mind of.
And I don't even think Mr. Iguana Mexican. Because he's from Los Angeles.
Oh,
and he's either a Hispanic person raised in born in California or Los Angeles, or he might just be a regular white man. Like Vampiro.
Well, according to Wikipedia, he was born in Mexico.
Oh, he is?
1988.
He speaks perfect English.
Yep.
Because he has interviews where he speaks in English, and like I say, he lives in Los Angeles. So he was born in 88.
Yep, Santiago Ibarra Calderon, 20 July 88. Born
Damn, I thought he was older than that. Yeah, I'm sure he was older.
36.
Damn, I thought he was older than that. But yeah, he seemed like that. He seemed like that's the biggest star so far. All the AAA stars that them put on TV. Everybody already knew about Vikingo because he had already been on AEW television before us. But
man, I think this would be the perfect time to bring the cruiserweights back.
Yeah, because It would be.
Man, if WWE took the route WCW Nitro used to have back in the days, where the first hour was like your low mid tier cards, so you can give them time to shine, and just had them, you have the luchadors, and you have your US title people in the first hour, and then the last 2 hours have your like your mid tier and your good tier people. Take that route, man. You can get everybody to get airtime instead of having like all these other crazy shows.
Yep. Hour one would usually be like a Rey Mysterio versus Hoovy. And then the end of hour one, probably the beginning of hour two, you get your Diamond Dallas Page.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
And then like your last hour would be your main event stuff. And you can still do your promos in between.
But I don't know if you what they probably fit to start doing with Netflix. Probably fit to get a lot of that. They're gonna start front loading these shows. They're gonna put a lot of the stuff that people want to see in the beginning of the show, and you'll probably get a lot of like cruiserweights and low card stuff towards the end, because they feel like a lot of people ain't gonna watch towards the end, because they keep saying the viewers keep getting lower and lower, because they got a 10-year deal with Netflix, but I think they said after like 4 or 5 years, the first 4 or 5 years is guaranteed. Then after that 4th or 5th year, they can reevaluate. So no matter how bad the numbers get, these first couple of years, they ain't gonna break the deal.
But not only that, you gotta think you on Netflix now. That means if I miss Raw, I could still watch it again Tuesday, Wednesday, and catch up and be fine. You know what I'm saying? So you don't have that, because I know before I used to watch it back in the days on Hulu the day after it aired, but it would always be like shortened.
Yeah.
But now, like I was just saying, like, yeah, viewership probably be a lot lower now because you can watch it anytime throughout the week. And then watch past episodes too.
Yeah. They still they don't put all the past episodes on there. I mean, they put all the ones from like 2025 on there, but like all the throwback episodes seem like you still got to go back to Peacock and YouTube to find all them. I don't know when they're gonna start putting all the old ones on Netflix. When they're gonna start putting everything on there.
I noticed they got like some of the other shows on there too on Netflix, like the biographies or some kind of weird show like that, and the old OG superstars or something like that.
Yeah, superstar profiles.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Cause YouTube pretty much everything. Like I say, I hardly, other than when the live pay-per-view come on, most of the stuff I want to see, hell, they got it on YouTube, especially all that WCW stuff. They done put most of that on YouTube now.
Yeah, they got that vault, the WWE vault.
And the WCW vault and that live WCW channel. They just show live. They just had that 24-hour live feed. They just show nonstop stuff.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I still feel like they could be doing a lot more.
Yeah, I'm waiting for them. I wish they would release that Korea pay-per-view, Collision in Korea. Because I'm
Like from
tired of hearing about it.
talking about way back in the day.
Yeah, from like 1993, 1994.
Yeah, that's when Ric Flair was out there, right? And the Steiners and somebody else, I can't remember.
Because I'm tired of hearing about it. They did that Dark Side of the Ring episode about it. But
That's the one. Yep.
they say WWE has it in their library. They just haven't put it. They haven't put it out. I don't know if it got anything to do with North Korea or anything like that. But whatever. But I don't know. Like you see clips of it on Dark Side of the Ring, but they ain't never put. And I don't know where the hell they got the clips from.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready to see that thing.
When the new season come out?
The Dark Side of the Ring.
Yeah, because I saw Maven say he did an episode.
No, he was on the Muhammad Hassan episode, the season finale.
Oh, that was that.
Yeah, he was on that. Yeah, he was on that episode.
I gotta catch up.
You talking about that Maven video where he talked about how much money he made from doing it? Yeah, that was the that episode done air. That was Muhammad Hassan episode.
I don't think I watched none of this season yet, man.
Turns out that joke ain't even Arab.
I believe that.
He was a regular white dude. He was just dark. He was just dark as hell.
Dang.
See,
oh man, did you see the episode, the Devon and Booker T one, where they was ranking the tiers of the tag teams?
Talking about on the Maven channel?
No, Devon's channel.
Oh no.
Oh, that one was funny. They was like it was like a 40-minute episode. They, you know how they do the rankings, the SABC, and then they were just each one was ranking the tag teams of yesteryear, like the Steiners, the Harlem Heat, the Dudleys, and all them. Goddamn, Booker T said the Dudleys was a C. He said because you got to wash out their ECW days because those was not real wrestling. And then he said in WWE they was only relevant because Matt and Jeff Hardy and Edge and Christian. And then talking about they running TNA is what I'm going off of, and they was all right.
Now I seen it was one video that Devon did with Maven. This how backwards he is, right? I think they was doing racist moments in WWE or whatever.
Yeah.
And Devon was like, yeah, man, this is crazy. Yeah, this is messed up. But then it got to the part where Triple H was doing that monkey walk when Mark Henry was coming to the ring.
Mm-hmm.
And Maven was like, man, what you think about this part right here? Oh, I ain't got nothing to say about this here because that's my boss. I was like, you freaking coward.
Oh, man.
You done talked about every other video over here, but you gonna punk out when they get to this one here. I like, boo.
Man.
I like, man, I have nothing to say about this. That's my boss right there.
But you know what, man? Him and Mark Henry doing that too, though.
Yeah.
That joker that be glazing hard.
Vince
McMahon was great. You know, he was great. He never did me dirty. You know, I ain't never seen no racism. I said, what the hell?
Mm-hmm. Now, mind you, you didn't do all. You wasn't talking like that when you was signed to AEW. You only started talking like this when you know it was time for you to get a job for your son.
Yup.
Just
Because that's
keep it.
only them the only channels I watch on YouTube is Maven, Devon, and I watch this channel called WrestleMania where he just
Yeah. I watch WrestleMania too.
yeah, those are the ones I really watch.
Yeah, I watch WrestleMania, Maven, Devon, Stevie Richards, uh, Black Guy Wrestling Podcast, and it might be about it.
Yeah, I might, and then I'll catch Cornette drive through every so often if I want to laugh.
Yeah, but I listen to Jim Cornette. I don't really watch that on YouTube, but I listen to that on my Apple podcast. I listen to that when I'm driving around in that truck at work, and people be looking at me. I had the window down, and I do that to mess with people too. I had the window down, and he'll be screaming, "Man, Marcus, man, what that is you listening to, man? Why you listening, man? You listening to that man, you listening to some Southern Baptist preacher or something? But he can't be no preacher because he cussing."
Hey,
Man, don't worry about what I'm listening to, man.
that joke be
But I
making me
do
laugh
get
so hard, bro.
it.
He not even in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, he ain't. Which I don't get, because when they put in the Midnight Express,
Mm-hmm.
he was the one that inducted them. So I thought when they put them in, I thought they was gonna put him in along with the Midnight Express, but they just had him do the induction. So I didn't understand that.
Yeah,
He
I
should
don't
have
know.
went in with them since he was their manager. But he back on their good side, so
Yeah.
I think eventually he is gonna go in. I just wonder is Vince Russo gonna ever go in?
Oh no, he definitely gonna. Oh Lord, if he go in before Jim Cornette, all hell gonna break loose.
Tony Schiavone would probably be in right now if he didn't ever sign with AEW.
Yeah, but he been loyal though. He loyal.
Mm-hmm.
That joke with that loyal.
And make it so bad, he turned down WWE to go with them when he came out of retirement. But I think the only reason they probably offered him a job is because they knew he was gonna probably go there. So
Yeah.
but if he didn't go anywhere, he'd probably be in the Hall of Fame right now.
Yeah, because
And
that's top announcer.
yeah, that's him and Jim Ross. That's those the two voices there. Like how a lot of people bring up like Gordon Soley and Bob Cotto and all them. That's before our time there. That's like when my mom and daddy was watching wrestling and stuff. I know those people, but
Oh, we can't leave out Joey
Gorilla.
Styles.
Oh yeah. Oh my god.
Joey,
Boy,
Joey Styles, that was my dog.
boy, Tavares could do that Joker voice so man. Tavares could do that Joker voice so good, boy. That Joker could do Joey Styles. That Joker, man. He could do that. He could do that. He could do that Joey Styles, boy. Damn.
Hey, Joey Styles is my guy though. That's my guy. I remember when he dropped that pipe bomb before he quit.
Mm-hmm. That was when he knocked the headset off of Jerry Lawler head and all that, right? Or something like that, didn't it?
Yeah, and then he talking about I can't come over here and call wrestlers. I gotta call them superstars because all this other crap.
Mm-hmm. I remember during the invasion when they had Joey Styles doing the match, and I was rolling. I wasn't even hardly watching wrestling then. I just happened to been watching it that night for some reason. Jim Ross was like, I forgot who that was. Somebody got hit, and somebody got hit, right? Got hit in the balls or whatever. He was like, such and such got hit in the midsection. And Joey Styles said, it's not the midsection. He got hit in the balls. It's the goddamn balls. It ain't the midsection. It's the boy. When I was rolling in that damn living room, left my ass off of Joey Styles. There ain't no such thing as the midsection. He got hit in the balls.
Man, I remember when he used to be like, it's the suicidal, maniacal, it's Sabu. I be like, God damn. That joker though, he could sell somebody up though. I can tell you that.
Mm-hmm.
And then he said he would do all his calls on the fly, no script.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
He said, I ain't
Paul
even
Heyman.
about it.
Because you got to think, it was such a small, cheap operation. Paul Heyman ain't have time to write no script.
Yup.
They ain't have no writing team. You remember on Beyond the Mat when they did the pan out of the whole production, when they showed Joey Styles standing on that background, they did the pan out, and they was in Paul Heyman Mama kitchen. All them little shots that whole time was in Paul Heyman Mama kitchen.
Yup.
That little background with the ECW background and all that.
That's right there. That's the Mount Rushmore of broadcasting right there. There, Shivani, Ross, and Styles.
Boy, I wish we had smartphones back then. Boy, I could have got Tavares on the phone saying that. Boy, damn, boy, he could do that. George Styles, boy, he could hit that. He could hit that, boy. Damn. I was thinking about that Joker the other day. Let me go ahead and in this stream because we at 10 o'clock. I guess Mike,
2 hours.
Yeah, because Mike was talking about he gonna get on at 9:45.
He ain't saying nothing. Dang, they said Liv Morgan dislocated her shoulder fighting Kerry Sane.
I've been home, so I gotta go get me something to eat.
Oh, bro, I got me some pad thai on the way home today. I tore that up before we got back. I got me some pad thai.
Oh,
I swallowed that. Oh, ate that right before the stream started.
Yeah, I left. I left early because farmers had delivered they were supposed to come later in the week, but they delivered my bedroom suit. And my son was supposed to be here to receive the stuff, but he had to go to work, and I ain't want him to miss no day, so I just went on ahead and got off early and came, and I just passed. Man, I passed by everything going through Hinesville to get here, and I ain't ate shit. So yeah, I'm finna say when I hop off here, I'm finna probably go to Captain D's to get something.
Yep. That's what's up though. But yeah, Liv Morgan said she dislocated her shoulder. They had to stop the match. Exit up.
She come here, I make it better for
her. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But shoot, that works, bro.
So for sure. Appreciate everybody that listen tonight. I couldn't get the stream going on Twitter for some reason, but it's on YouTube, Twitch, and YouTube and Twitch. Appreciate everybody that one more.
Instagram.
TikTok. I think so. Instagram. I ain't found out how to get it on TikTok yet. I gotta learn. I gotta
download that.
Figure out how to link it to that.
I'm gonna download that. See what it like.
Yeah, I gotta figure out how to link it to that. But we'll be back later on in the week. Hopefully we can get all 4 of everyone on. But see y'all later. Channel 6 signing off.
All right.
I'll let you guys.
Yeah.